It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
3rd and 13.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Green.
They're going for it. It's Murray. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Hey, big ace. That's one.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him.
Big ace. Ready, quick. Sit. Hey, sit.
Throw. Murray down, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about whenever he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who had been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Play action this time with Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On play action. Love to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Needle blue. Ready.
Again, it's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
For a Packers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Back, black, shot. 10, black, white, white. Yellow, go. Blue, black. Bang.
ETN going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready.
Here's Love. And it's caught. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready, set.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Cut, cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Yellow, 22. Check, huh?
Love looking to throw it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Go on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
What? Big ace.
On his own read, this is Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Go on, Hurt.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey!
Murray going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
That's to Bond. Isaiah Bond.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Biggest. 2-2. Almost.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshawn Judkins with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Browns 7, Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Love. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
33, yellow, ready.
Throwing, Love. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Down.
Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Blue 32. Hut.
Jacobs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set hut.
One more time with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Shotgun now from Murray. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Big Ace open. Hey, come on. Hey, easy, Cuervo.
Here's Murray. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Murray to air it out again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
On the double.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Down. Fight.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Slide through. Cut, cut.
Love now. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken. They'll call the timeout.
Ready?
Final play of the half. Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles? Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love back to it here after the pick six. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll set up second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Ready?
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs there to make the grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead. And that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Checks it down to Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw is Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing now is Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, 2-2. Bug.
Now Murray. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stack. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. Open man, that's Bond. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready? Cougar 19.
With a quick throw completed by Willis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 6 yards away. And the Browns have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Packers 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Hey, check that. Check that. Ready.
On first down, here's Judkins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Omaha.
Murray going to throw. That's taken in by Bond. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. An inside run with Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
The score, Browns 29, Packers 15.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing. Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Packers.
Love looking to throw it. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Savion Williams from 19 yards away. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Murray now. That's to the running back, Dylan Sampson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make some
a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Murray. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Caden Prather, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Ready?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Here's 2nd down and 3. Love now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Working out of the gun. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 42 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Go on, hurt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A give. Here's Judkins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Cleveland Browns, champions of